Hey, how you all doing? Welcome back and thank you for coming on and watching my YouTube channel. So, straight in it as always, no beating around the bush. We are doing some mobility work because I'm got the mobility of an absolute cupboard. So these are just some internal hip rotation lifts which I do prior to every training session. It's something that is of main focus at the moment is just mobilising and then moving into some sort of like just warm up work, single leg dumbbell Romanians. A wee bit of balance required, nothing too wild, and I'm progressively just increasing the weight each week as well. And then it's just a good wee bit of activation just for the hamstrings, posterior chain, etc. And then just gone into some side med ball slams. As you can see, this is just rotational work, elevating the heart rate slightly as well. I would do approximately about a minute per side, 3 rounds each, so I'll just rotate that left and right, have a little wee break in the middle, but it's a nice wee good bit to get the abdominal area warmed up. But now we're moving into the nitty gritty. We've got some 13-inch axle deadlifts here. This is about 250 kilo if I recall. Just some nice honest work, no music unfortunately because of copyright, but I'm just really happy to be shifting some tin now as well. And then gone into some split stands, sort of single leg dumbbell Romanians. This is just working, obviously isolating the hamstrings. Also hitting the posterior chain. This is really absolutely frying my lower back as well because I need to do 10 reps per side as well. And then you've got the old school sort of reverse hyper. Not heavy, but just trying to get a good full range of movement there. I'm sort of adjusting there. Keep getting the fear that this metal bit's just going to prod me somewhere, unfortunately. But it didn't, so we're alright, we're safe. But this is all quality over quantity and a lot of repetitions. Right, a wee bit of nutrition, because I always cover sort of this kind of stuff, which I don't think many people cover much. Steak mince, mushrooms, some chilies in there, garlic, and then moving into that's sort of just getting pretty much cooked up now. And I'll do that. I do it certain ways in different phases of it, but I'd usually drain it a little bit. But then I'll add this sauce in as well. I got this up up north in a place called the Balgove. Really nice tomato sauce. Just really pure. I know Dolmio and all that, and all that kind of stuff's good, but this stuff's like very expensive and a nice wee fancy top head there as well. But there's a sauce. Surprise, surprise, what you expecting there? And then we're almost at the finished product there as well. And all I do is I'd break this down into 750 grams of steak mince sauce and top it all the veg and sauce, and I break that down into 3 meals. But we're talking at least 60 grams of protein per meal as well, just off steak. And then there you go. It's absolutely steaming, probably burning my leg a wee bit, but we need to get it for the YouTube, don't we? We have to look mega serious here. But nutrition's at a top point at the moment. So now we're just moving into some actual floor to overhead. Nice honest work. Nay split jerk of that. I'm just a push press kind of guy. So happy to just get some honest weight in there, and that'll progressively just get heavier throughout the weeks. And then the next clip, you're going to see me hurt my chest here, which is it's no great, but here it comes shortly. So yeah, as you can see, I wasn't too happy with that. I was pretty vocal about it. So we're into monster dumbbell now. I've done about 20 reps here, like every 30 seconds, but there's just one honest rep, and we're going to progressively get that heavier each week. Bit boring the new though, unfortunately. Just some honest behind the neck, strict barbell press. Again, just working them overhead, just putting honest repetitions in there, and again that will get heavier and heavier each week. But for now, it's just relatively light, honest form as well. And then just gone into some single arm dumbbell unilateral press. And what I'm doing is, again, this is very repetitive work at the moment from the last YouTube video, but again, training is training. And I'm just really overextending at the top, really working the serratus muscles as well, engaging there. And a wee bit of humble pie coming. Yes, I am in a different gym now. I do a wee bit of conditioning during in the afternoon, sort of pushing at evening time, but this is IYT raises, which is just going to be working certain angles, and it's mainly for shoulder health. But again, I am using 2 kilo dumbbells here. 2 kilo dumbbells. But so quality over quantity, as I'd like to say with this one. But I would strongly encourage people to do these kind of movements. And also, I'm a big fan of dumbbell power raises. So also look that one up as well. A wee bit of breakfast. This is jumbo oats, also got at the Balgove market, on top of my fancy Italian pasta. And then moving into it, just boiling the absolute life of it, which is clearly way too high. And then on top of that, we're having Sympha 6 with collagen. Collagen is very high in protein as well, but again, really good for skin. Just really good in general for you. And then moving into sort of my lunch, sort of dinner protein sources is turkey and chicken breast, and I've got different amino acid profiles in them. So that's pretty much that. Paprika, pink Himalayan salt, and it's about 40 to 50 grams per serving, because I'll split it into two different meals. So just changing it up a lot. And then we're just doing some rotational work here. As you can see, look at me. I didn't even care what to say there. I just look daft, eh? But it is very, very effective. I'm just mobilising my hips, elevating the heart rate and getting nice and warm. And then we're going into some safety bar, double pause squats. Nothing too wild. Pause halfway down and then a pause in the hole. And we're looking at about a 3-second hold each repetition here, just so again, not too heavy now, just doing it beltless. Only got the dual ply knee sleeves on the now by Cerberus Strength, just to keep my knees nice and warm and all that. So I do wear them quite a lot, but again, there's not too much spring in them, so there's no too much reliance, like, you know, like really heavy neoprene knee sleeves. But just honest work. And then just moving into some axle blast press, so coming and dipping under, driving through, doing a thumbless grip, or a suicide grip as I like to call it. When I press axle, I do a thumbless grip, so I'm going to actually just simulate that position that I'm actually in. It's not too heavy at the moment. I can't actually recall how heavy it is, but each week is progressively getting a wee bit heavier. So I'm going to be doing a log complex at the moment, but all these plates added up is 1 for each round, so I remember what round I'm actually on. So there was actually 8 rounds, and that was the equivalent of this video was 7 rounds done, so I had 1 more round to go. So yeah, that's it. And also that wooden log was done and used in Scotland's Strongest Man Open finals. And then we're actually just gone into it now. So all it is just a nice cheeky clean push press double from the chest. Again, repeat. It's only 80 kilo, clean push press, nice and aggressive. Job's a good one. And just a wee balancing trick. Again, I've done this last week, but it's just slightly a little bit heavier. So again, linear periodization, that sort of progressive overload, as I always say. Again, it's quite, just watching my right knee as well. I'm just slightly, it's pretty much about 95% good, but I'm just respecting a bit wide, gotten not too heavy. But so I'm doing a wee bit honest rehab on that. And then moving into some, I don't know why it glitched there, just some dumbbell side bends. This is going to also work my grip a wee bit as well, but mainly it's just going to be working my obliques, which is sort of just to the side of me. I'm trying to get a nice honest range of movement, which I can feel. It's enough work anyway, but just no angles get neglected. And that again, I'll just strengthen and get my posterior chain pretty strong. But I think we've done about 3 rounds, 10 reps per side, so it was honest enough. I'll just keep going. Sort of run out what to say about it now. And then again, bit of a juicy video this time. We are into some blood restriction, pronated sort of cable, sort of like a straight bar cable curl. So it's working the forearms and also the biceps. So I do stay in Fife, and I am in Matthews Foods, Scotland's premier Oriental supermarket. Very nice. And these are all your sauces. And you're probably wondering why I'm here, but I'm here to pick up something as well. So I just really spicy sauces. I might do like a wee spicy sauce challenge down the line, who knows, but I don't know, I got ahead of myself. But yeah, these are all these are all your ramen noodles. So, but the one I am looking for is, because I asked which one was the hottest in the market, is this wee bad boy here. Yes sir. Something I also got for the market is kimchi, and again, I sound like a broken record. Kimchi is so good for digestion. There's so much probiotics in it. I would strongly recommend it. You can get stuff in just general shops as well. Holland and Barrett do a really nice one. It's a wee bit lighter. This one's a lot more seasoned and a bit heavier. So there it is. Apparently, brackets, the spiciest ramen you're going to get, and I got also some sake. There's the noodles. And I'm going to do wee quick fast clips like that. Some sort of like weird clickbait thing, but there's the sauce. To be honest, see when I put that in, I could smell the spice in it. And it's just, in its phases, it's just getting angrier. And then, that's it there, like molten magma, we'll say. I was going to say lava, but I think magma sounds quite cooler. But yeah, there it is. There's a finished product. And we'll see how the outcome goes with that one. So yeah, just an FYI, I do finish the whole thing. It was hot. There's absolutely no doubt about that. But I think I'm just genuinely pretty seasoned with spicy food now. But again, I asked for literally, you've seen how many ramens were there in that supermarket. But there's the magma there. The noodles were finished. This was spicy, don't get me wrong. Yeah, but you're going to see anyway. That's me just pretty much finish it. I was sweating a wee bit. It's probably because I was wearing a hoodie and a cottons and I had the heating on as well. Probably didn't do me any good. But unfortunately, no one's seeing me suffer with this one. But there's probably going to be another one coming. And some authentic, we'll say, sake. Again, I don't sip things. I will take a proper drink it. It's quite strong. I wouldn't really recommend it, but it was more my curiosity. But yeah, I was just like, does that taste shite? Double check. Aye, that tastes absolutely dog shit. So, there we go. So again, I know this is meant to be about Strongman, but I'm going to change it up a wee bit. I had the opportunity to go and feed some sheep. So I'm in the tractor there now. And we're just going to go and you can see all the wains there, we'll say. That's just gone off a really mini bridge, and I was genuinely think it was going to collapse. But you can see them all there. They're actually really hungry now as well. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see me feeding them, but all I've done is pretty much we're just me and another individual were just throwing all the hay out to feed them. But they're like mega, like not shy of the tractor, but you can see some of the size of these sheep as well. I'm going to zoom up on one as well, and I can't mind where it is. It's going to pop up shortly, but I think it's called like a ram or something. But you can see the horns on it, and it is absolutely mental in how muckle this animal is. But I think I'm going to zoom on up it quite shortly. But aye, it was just so many of them. I don't really know what else to say about it, to be honest. Aye, but there it is. There's the one there. Look at that. It's absolutely mental. But anyway, moving on for that. That's enough of sheep for now. Now we're into some frame carries. It is 12 metres and back at the Arnold, Ohio's. This is only 200 kilos, but again, I'm relatively quick. That is the exact same width we're going to be using to comp as well. And as long as the width isn't wide, I'm good. And now you can see my absolute council estate setup of arm over arm. I actually changed this after this round, and I've got an even better setup. So the next YouTube video, it will be better, but arm over arm is just an honest bit of movement. It's predominantly more like a leg press. People try and use their arms all the time and they just blow their arms out. Again, yes, you need to use your arms for leverage as well, but it is predominantly through your legs. That's why you can see I'm just blasting right through, getting a full range of movement, feeding my hands through, and then that's it. But as each week continues, we're going to get heavier and heavier with this, and I do plan on getting some serious points at the Arnold, Ohio's with this. But sure, I get up and I just have a wee butcher's it, and I'm just looking at like what have I created here? And I says I think I need to probably try and make this a wee bit better than what it actually is. But we've got plenty of kit to make it better. But like I said, in the next video it will be better. But aye, it does cook your hands a wee bit as well, and I've got wee hands. And it's a bit of a juicy video. The top's off, but we are doing duck walk into power stair. Unfortunately, I catch the mat here, and now I've figured out a way that not happening again is just by putting quite a sandbag at the back, and that pushes the weight down so it doesn't move. But unfortunately, it did happen there. But again, it's just still wee mistakes, and all these mistakes is just progression. So just again, you ever do make mistakes, just mean you're just learning as well. If you repeat it, then you're an absolute idiot. Now we're just into sort of like not even a steeplechase, it's just like a run. So sandbag and keg. There is also a fire hydrant which we need to use, which is just going to be. I looked at hydrants like online, and I think they were about 400, 500 quid. So I'm clearly not going to do that. But I've also got an idea from a good American friend, and I'm going to be improvising to simulate this as well. But this is just, again, for now, it's just sandbag and keg, and right over the yoke. And wee short boy try to get it over, but we did make it. And we're almost coming to the end of the YouTube video already, but all I'm doing is 6 sets of 2 speed axle deadlifts. Again, another topless one, so it is what it is. But I've got my green Atlas endurance socks there, and then some blood restriction work. Again, try to get that light in there, a wee bit of vanity there, I'm not going to lie, but all I'm doing is I'm curling in a pronated position and descending in a supinated position. But again, I just want to say thank you very much everyone for coming onto the YouTube channel. It's greatly appreciated, and if you subscribe, that would be even more appreciated. But I hope you are all having a cracking day, and thank you again.